Hey, what up, Decisive marketers? So today we're going to be talking about Tomba.io, and I'm very excited to be sharing about Tomba because I have been a customer of them for, I guess, more than a year now. And Tomba is great because I did previously do a video on them, but not specifically Tomba. It's more like a comparison video between Tomba, Snove, and um, Sales Blink. And what happened was, it turns out that Tomba actually has very good, data, or data or leads, I would say, and the and for the price that Tomba offers, it's actually a very good deal, right? But before I dive into Tomba, right, let me just kind of share a little bit about what Tomba does. It's an alternative to Hunter or Apollo, and what it does is that it has a database of the people working in the company itself, the company information, and like their email addresses as well as contact number if it's provided. So and also their LinkedIn profile, right? So maybe you want to reach the marketing manager of a company, then you can look up her information using tomba.io, right? So before I dive into Tomba, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So let's jump in, right? So the first thing is, what's the use of Tomba, right? Or similar tools. The first, the main two features, or the main two reason, I would say. One is B2B, right? B2B sales. So you want to reach someone, if you're in the B2B business and you want to reach someone who is the decision maker of the company, Tomba can help you to reach them easier. Next is a lot of SEO people will want to be using Tomba as well, because you want to reach the person who makes the decision on the website itself. So maybe like the webmaster or the marketing person, maybe the content person, so that they can help you to put a backlink or something like that. And also, maybe you are running a podcast or a webinar and you want to invite the right people to your event itself, and not just event, but being a guest or speaker, then you can use Tomba for that purpose as well, right? So so let's jump into Tomba. Okay, so Tomba has a couple of features, right? So the first thing is the domain search, right? The domain search. So for example, if I were to go and look up, let's say, pitchground.com, okay, right, pitchground.com, and I can search. What happens is, it's going to pull out data or of people in PitchGround itself. So we have Udit at pitchground.com. So this is his email, and he has all this profile, right? So he has Twitter right here, he has LinkedIn right here, and he's from India, and he's a male, right? So those are the information they have on him, as well as the email address. And this is the how do they verify that this is a legitimate email? Okay, so you will say that it's verified. Okay, it's because there are his email has been appearing on the web multiple times. So the first one is right here. Okay, so you can open up the source. So one thing about Tomba is that they do tell you where they find this person's email, right? So you can see right here. Okay, this person right here, Deepak Shukla, he says that he's taking training from Udit, Paul Lovell, Craig Campbell, and this is hyperlinked to his email, right? His direct email right here. So that's the first one, and this is the second link. I guess it's all this pretty much the same, and then so those are emails that has appeared. And then there's one source right here, okay, which is from Tomba themselves, and another one from this person called Aaron, right? So it will also tell you that it's, what's the confidence score right here. So it's only 50%, right? So they do not know if this email is in use, is the right person, or or even if it's legitimate. Okay, but if you want, you can verify the email, which uh, I'll show you. So this one says that it can't be verified, right? Oh, okay, it's valid, right? So what happens is that it tells me that this email is valid, right? But it may not necessarily be the right person that you're looking for. Okay, but one more thing is that they also tell you their position or their role in the company if there is one. Okay, and the next one is they also tell you like uh, like for example, the is it a general email, right? So there's a way that you can sort, right, like between, you can then sort it to personal and generic, right? So these are generic emails, these are personal emails, okay, right? So next is Finder. Let me just kind of go back to pitch ground again, okay, and you can see right here they do tell you what's the pattern of their emails, okay. So there's a little bit of UI issues, probably because my browser was zoomed in. Okay, so it says that this pattern, the most common patterns like this. So if you want to try, someone who's in the company itself, their first name, and you want to try and see if you can reach that person through their email, then this would be the format of how that email works, so they can send them an email. Okay, and of course, if the company is huge, you can just search for the person's name in here as well, right? And maybe if they're in a certain department, okay, then it will pull out that information as well. So next is Finder, right? So what happens is that you got to put in the person's name and the domain name of the email address. Okay. So what I'm going to try, I'm not sure if it works, right? But let me just try another domain. Okay. So this is one of the videos I've done recently, right? So okay, so I mean I did find the person that I wanted already, but so these are the emails in here. So what happens is I'm going to try and look for the person. Okay, so the person's name is Leonard Goldfarb, right? And then it's alberto.com. So we're going to search for him, and we try and see if we can find the email of that person, right? And he found it. I mean, Tomba found it. It's l.gofab at alberto.com. And how did they come across this email is because it's being found here. Okay, it's being found here. So I guess it's somewhere in here. Maybe the person, I mean, it's being mentioned a few times, right? So the email is in here. Okay, right. So next is we're going to before I move on to the verifier, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Chrome extension. As you can see here, there is a pop-up notification right here. It says that the email has been found twice on this page itself. Okay, so next is how does Tomba Chrome extension work? Okay, so for example, right now I am on appsumo.com, right? Maybe we'll try a different website. So let's try, for example, dealmirror.com. Okay, So if you were to open up Tomba Chrome extension, it will tell you all the users or all the emails of this domain itself, right? So you can see here, these are the people, right? So DM coupon, enquiry, refund, and so on. So these are the ones, okay? And then I can go straight into email extract, I think, right? So this one just brings me to email extract, right? So Chrome extension, it helps you to find whoever is on the website, their email. So maybe let's try my website itself, right? So let's see if we can find anything right here. Okay, so you can see, it's found my email right here. Okay, so that's how the Chrome extension works. So it makes it very easy. And then the next one they have right here is the author finder, right? So what I'm going to be doing is maybe let's look up something like Google algorithm update, okay, right? And then there's search engine journal, right? So it's a very popular publication of let's see, let's go to news. Okay, so let's try this one. Okay, so we're going to use this, and I'm going to put it into Tomba right here. I'm going to search and see if I can find the author's information, right? So then I can find right here the author is Matt, and I can try and reach him at this email right here. Okay, right, I can try and reach him over here. And so this is good if you want to look up a writer or whatever it is, look up the author, uh, to try and reach the author. The next one is enrichment, so I can add an email, right? So let me try this one again. Matt at searchenginejournal.com, right? So let's put that in. So what enrichment does, it tries and pull out more information. So let me just try a email. So for example, I'm going to try let's see, I need to find an email that is not commonly found. Okay, maybe let me try this. Okay, so let's try this email right here, and let's see what kind of information we can find. Okay, so it doesn't find anything at all. So what happens is that what enrichment does is that you have their email, but maybe you want to find their social media profile, so you can use enrichment, and it will help you to find those profiles. Okay, so that's what enrichment does. And the next one is the email verifier. So I can put in the email, and it will then tell me if it's legitimate email. Okay, so I'm going to put in searchenginejournal.com. Okay, so the thing about Tomba's email verifier, right, it's not for personal emails, so it will not work with gmail.com, live.com, whatever it is, right? So it has to be a business domain email, right? Then it will verify, right? Because if you're going to put in the personal email, it's not going to work at all. Okay, and then the last one is bulk method. So you can do a bulk domain search. So you can upload a list of email address or domain. Okay, or email finder, we upload a list of names and their domains. And then enrichment will be, like, sorry, I kind of got cut off right there because there was some issue connecting with my cloud drive. So I was talking about the the bulk task, right? So you got a domain search, you got the email finder, and then the third one is the enrichment. So you have the email you want to find their social media profiles, and then author finder, the email verifier, and there is also a phone finder right now. Okay, so you can use the phone finder. I don't think it's available in here yet. So it's only possible with bulk emails, right? Bulk uploads. And then let's see. So let's see what leads are. Okay, so leads are, I guess, you can put in the information in here. Okay, so you can add them whenever you find them. I guess let's say for alberto.com, then you can add them as a lead. You can save them in here. You can export them, right, for easier purposes. Okay, so otherwise, I guess that's pretty much about it. You also have API, right? So you can automatically do a domain search, email finder, email verification. So I think right now these are only the ones that are available. So the author and all that, I don't think the API is available yet. Okay, and then these are the extensions, right? So you can also there's also a Google Sheet add-on, Microsoft Excel add-on, right? And otherwise the rest are browsers add-ons for you to quickly pull out the data. So I guess that's pretty much about it. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so there's also of course the team feature, so you can share certain of your limits to your team members. Okay, but otherwise that's all I have to share about Tomba.io. You can check out the accuracy of the data with my other videos in my channel. I would say that it's definitely one of the best ones for the price that's being offered. And the tool itself, the UI is quite simple, but the data behind it, the features behind it is definitely very powerful. I definitely highly recommend this, especially if you're into SEO. You do a lot of joint ventures and stuff like that, or you are into B2B sales. Definitely, Tomba.io must be one of your tools in your toolbox for sure. It's going to be something that you're going to be using almost on a daily basis. So that's all I have to share. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. If you know anyone who could benefit from